There has been an insane amount of rhetoric for the last few years about men having curfew, hashtag kill all men. What I would like to understand about these individuals is, do you truly believe that solving the gender and not the issue is the answer? Are you that arrogant? Are you that dumb? Did you do too many whippets in high school? I really just need an answer, because personally, it really hits home whenever I see videos or posts like this: kill all men must die, women are safer when men aren't around. Yep, let me walk you through the experience of kill all men. Men are dying daily. You know where I just spent the last couple days? With my ex, holding his hand while he was on life support, brain dead because he had a suicide attempt. He's dead. So that is the reality of hashtag kill all men. Men are dying, and it's not because you women have grown any fucking nerve, any backbone, or any balls to do anything other than just flap your gums and bitch, but it's because we live in a society where it's perfectly acceptable to just label men as monsters, not give a fuck about them, and if we do try to care about men and their emotions, it's called catering to them. It's hashtag all men must die until it's your best friend who has committed suicide, until it's you on Facebook asking for sympathy and prayers and rest in pieces, right? I'm just going to dive into this because we have an epidemic, not just an epidemic of men dying, but an epidemic of women who seem to think that empowerment is putting men down to build women up. Let me show you what kind of cloud9 delusional world these types of people are living in.
I might actually put in an amendment to create a curfew for men on the streets after 6 p.m, which I feel would make women a lot safer, and discrimination of all kinds would be lessened.
Let's be honest, this woman hates men because she was married to one for years, and he woke up one day and got sick of looking at her emaciated, shrimp-looking ass, and so he left her. And now she's bitter about it, and instead of looking in herself and realizing that she looks like the fucking gremlin lady, she thinks that that's the answer. That's all right. Small minds create small solutions.
If you're one of the people that's outraged by the idea of men having a curfew because you should be able to do whatever you want, that's the point. Women have been in curfew their whole lives. Not one that's enforced by the law, but one that's enforced by a portion of men. A portion of men that is larger than the number of people in the police force. So consider that, and take that energy, and let's maybe make a safer world for women. Fucking not all men bullshit.
I would like to know where his balls went. Whoever has them in their purse, would you kindly return it to him? Because it's very disturbing to watch. I think it's really funny that you think that men, just because they have a purple-headed yogurt slinger, should live their whole lives catering to women's emotions. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but if I was a dude, I would not give a fuck. The majority of women are already looking at me like I'm an asshole, like I'm a fucking monster, so why would I care? Why should I live my life differently to appease you? Maybe, have you considered the fact that women would feel safer if it weren't for radical feminists like yourself that convince them that men are just these dangerous snakes that you need to just watch out for? Yeah, that's called fear-mongering. Yeah. It's called stigma, it's called discrimination, and it's actually, you won't like this, but it's actually called oppression when we stigmatize an entire demographic of people, consider them a monolith, think they just share the same brain and have the same thoughts and opinions, and that's called oppression. And I know that me saying that men are oppressed, it probably made you feminists barf in your mouth a little bit, but personally, I don't give a fuck what you regurgitate, because all you guys have been regurgitating is bullshit.
If there's one thing that women and men can agree on, it's that it is objectively dangerous for women to walk alone at night.
Here are the fucking statistics. Statistically, it is far safer for women to be out walking at night than it is for men. And I know, you guys are gonna say, well, that's men committing crimes against other men. Hello, that's a them problem. Did you know that statistically, the majority of children who are beaten, abused, or murdered are actually murdered by their mothers? Did you know that lesbian relationships hold the highest rate of domestic violence? Should we say fuck you to those victims too? It's it's women's issue? Are we going to use that weird rationale for them too? Or is it just men?
To be outside at nighttime, and we all know why. So I just don't think it is that radical to propose that one day a week men should get a curfew so that women can go on walks at nighttime or runs or just like be outside. Imagine the freedom of being able to just go on a run at 3:00 in the morning.
I think the most shocking thing about this is that she wants us to believe that she goes out for runs.
Or just like when I'm on my sunset walk, I don't want to have to feel scared when the sun goes down because
if you're scared, it's because you're a fucking pussy. Because hear me when I say this, no man or woman is gonna make me fear them. No man, woman, I don't give a fuck if you're an alien. Nobody is gonna make me feel unsafe to walk down my street. I always hear people say, everybody hates the police until you need the police, right? And I feel like this is just a great example. Everybody hates men until you need something, right? It's all smash the patriarchy until we go to war. And then we're all going to revert right back to our gender roles. Women are going to stay in the kitchen and stay with the kids because you don't want to go get your hands dirty. That's a man's job. Men are supposed to go to war. Are men only valuable when we need something? Or they just have no inherent value as a human being until us as women say so? I'm just super confused because from what I can understand as a woman, what being a man is about, it's about solve all my problems, be there for everybody else, be the solution finder, but when it comes to your issues, shut the fuck up about it. They don't exist. Men can't be sad. Men can't be insecure. Men can't be depressed. Literally sounds like fucking oppression, and it makes just as much sense as this dumb feminist.
All men must die?
All men must die.
Why you want me dead?
Yeah.
You don't have any knives on you, right?
No, I'm not gonna kill them. I'm not gonna kill the men. They're going to abolish themselves in the end, eventually.
Why is that?
Something that makes me so fucking agitated is that these women think that this is empowerment and feminism and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, men are fucking dying all around us. And if you don't care about men and you only care about women, mothers lose their sons every fucking day. Wives lose their husbands and children lose their fathers. And you guys don't seem to give a flying fuck. You guys, every single person that I showed in this video is going to contribute to a man taking his fucking life. Because at the end of the day, when you convince an entire demographic of people that they ain't shit, that they're only there to provide and they need to shut the fuck up about their own emotions and their emotions make them weak, that does something. You wonder why men are killing themselves at such a high, alarming rate. It's because of people like this. It's because people choose to look at men as animals. Fucking animals that need to be caged up at night, locked up, just inherently dangerous. Fuck finding the solution to the actual problem. Let's just treat the gender. Maybe, at the very least, what we can do is acknowledge that they're human beings and not treat them like walking fucking garbage bags. So you want to talk about kill all men and blah, blah, blah. Well, the reality of it is that it's fucking happening. Most of you women don't care. And in fact, most of you women are fucking proud of it. What I've learned is that we have this life. It's very limited and there's a lot of permanence in death. So we have a choice. We can walk through this life. We can be miserable, shitty, oppressive individuals, or we can try to understand people. We can support them and we can look at them as human beings. And when we support those people, it's not looked at as catering. So you can continue to perpetuate this idea that men are evil, but there is always going to be women like me that will fucking check you and let you know that you are only here living as free as you fucking are because men died fighting for your fucking rights. So you can pull your head out of your ass any fucking time now because this whole oppression Olympics, men must die because women are oppressed and let's just lock up men. It's not going to solve anything. It's not going to end the cycle of misogyny. In fact, all you're doing is breeding more misogynistic men and women because let me tell you, I'm a woman and in my 4 years of being a men's rights advocate, I can tell you that I am far more ashamed to be a part of the female species now than I was 4 years ago. And until you women women are able to correct each other's wrongs and figure out that supporting women doesn't mean that you have to support their wrongs, maybe my opinion will change. But until then, feminists have a lot of fucking work to do, because I'm not going to stand by and allow the demonization and fear-mongering of an entire fucking group of people to happen and just, I'm just going to sit back and expect like it's normal? Oh yeah, it's perfectly fucking normal.
Oh baby, no envy of you don't gotta be so. Oh baby, no envy of